What's up, guys?
What's
It's Sound of Culture. I'm Xavier,
I'm Jaiden.
And I'm
and
Lorelai.
and today we have our special guest, Lorelai.
Oh,
Finally,
Finally, the special surprise you guys have been waiting for.
we're better than Cardi. We at least dropped.
So Lorelai, to give us a bit background about you, just name your
Yeah.
top 3 artists right now.
Top 3 artists right now.
Yeah.
I really like Evanescence, Hole, and I guess Garbage. That's
Alright.
what we're doing.
Yes,
They
we
look
are.
like garbage. Look at them.
Leave them alone.
um.
And Iron Maiden. So that's a top.
Okay,
one.
maybe the middle guy. The middle guy looks. That guy
The
looks like.
woman.
Yeah, that one looks cool. But like, that guy's like a 40-year-old dad, and he's like bald.
All right, so Garbage is a Scottish and American rock band formed in 1993, consisting of Shirley Madison, who's the vocals,
Oh.
Duke Erickson, who's on guitar, bass, and keyboards, Steve Maker, who's on guitar and keyboards, and Booch Vig, who is on drums and production.
Booch Vig.
Their first album, the album we're listening to, Garbage, was met with critical acclaim, going double platinum. Their second album after this was also very successful, receiving 2 Grammy nominations. They then followed this up by helping produce the James Bond theme song in the film The World Is Not Enough.
Wait, so Garbage produced good stuff?
Yeah, even though they're garbage.
Little bit
The
counterintuitive.
hypocrisy.
So, me and Jaiden, obviously, well, not obviously, but we have no experience with.
I don't listen to Garbage. I listen to Kanye.
We don't listen to
She listens to
garbage.
No, Kanye's not garbage. That is garbage.
Not only do we not listen to garbage, but we don't really listen to this genre in whole at all. I'm assuming you don't either. 'Cause-
Nah.
Yeah. All right.
Some rock.
So we have Lorelai to help us guide us through the decisions made in this album.
Make this sound like it's a life journey.
It is a life journey.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So we will get back. Actually, today we're doing the video a bit differently because we're on a time crunch, and we'll be
Might be.
giving a reaction after every song.
Are we just gonna censor the
I feel
song?
like that's good. It's like a
No, because we're not
fresh-
playing the song.
Are we gonna record, stop?
Yeah.
Oh my.
You got this.
So
Lord have mercy.
it's a new form. We're gonna try. Hopefully it works. So see you after the first song.
Yeah, one time special.
Okay.
All right. So we just finished this first song, and it's called Super
Super
Vixen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Check. Wrong one.
Queen here.
Okay. So what do you guys have to say?
Well, I love that song. So.
So I think it definitely is not what I thought it would be, because most of the rock I was kind of introduced to is just like scream in your
Like
ear.
Metallica
Mhm.
type.
Yeah, so I like when I think when people make me like, when they're like, you like rock, I'm like, I think of like maybe Queen or ABBA.
Yeah. Well, is that a rock?
I don't know. I mean,
I get that, but like the classic rock
yeah,
versus
like
the '90s rock.
like my cousin, he likes King Gizzard the Lizard. Like King, I don't know the rest, but I know King Gizzard just because of him. So, this definitely did not really, I don't know, turn me away.
Oh.
But it's not something I normally listen to. But that doesn't mean it's garbage.
right?
But
As the name
I
suggests.
think it's recycling.
Recycling.
Yeah.
I understand.
So it's like a step
I
above.
think
So
it's-
instead of being like 3 out of 10, it's maybe I'd say 7.
That's pretty good. You don't have to be
7.
nice either if you want. to.
No, I'm just saying I'm being a bit more open.
I think like the rock genre is more versatile than people think it is. Like when you
Yeah.
said, people think of classic rock more so than what Garbage is doing. And like I think '90s rock is a lot different.
Yeah, this like very made me think of like those emo girls in every single movie, just the stuff that plays in the background.
Yeah. Definitely that vibe.
I said it was very quiet. I could not hear it until I turned it up a
It
lot.
goes up and down a lot.
Yeah, I also wrote that down.
I liked the lyrics aren't entirely straightforward, and you have to like think about it. Like Super Vixen is a star. She's talking about like stardom and like being more than somebody else, or maybe like her ego's getting to her or something like that.
The whole bow down to me.
Yeah. And then I never knew what the hidden lyrics actually were, so that was cool for me as well. I heard them, but I thought she was just like saying noises, not like
So-
saying words.
Is Super Vixen your favorite song on this album, or
I
it's
don't
just
think
you
so.
like it?
I just like this one. I think it's
Gotcha.
a good like first song, and I really like those. I think it's guitar, but like
I think for a first song, it definitely did a good job opening the album. I'm
Yeah.
not necessarily because like sometimes Kendrick, you have to like really like truck through the first 3 songs and then you can kind of enjoy it.
it's like I know people talk about it in the format of like, is it the first song and the last song that's good, or is it the middle of the album that's good? Like, and what is like the hook
Yeah.
for that? But I think it's a good opening. I think the album's kind of consistent with its sound, so you're gonna might get a little bored by the end of it.
Yeah, I said she has very strong vocals with like how long she like held certain
She can hold
notes.
notes pretty long.
Yeah.
And in her newer stuff, like the vibe, she can be.
Is
not
that
a
why
player.
she broke one of her vocal cords?
During their last live show, she stopped singing mid song on stage because her vocal cords like broke and she had to get surgery. So I don't know if she's sung yet since then.
Does she scream or she just?
Some songs there is like screaming, yelling.
Gotcha.
But other than that, she just holds notes for a long time. I would say.
All right, next song is Queer.
My first time like listening to Garbage or seeing it was during, I think it was the Captain Marvel movie, the first one, where she first gets to Earth and she steals a motorcycle and this song plays. It's really awesome. Same thing with No Doubt. I love them. That fight scene where it plays "I'm Just a Girl" was like my
a girl. Oh, okay.
It was like my awakening to that like '90s female rock stuff, and I really like it.
Quick background: it's only happy when it rains. We had to get Lorelai on this one because it's her favorite one off the album, so we had to record it before she leaves.
I thought you said it was the most popular.
It is the most popular song that they have, I'd say, and it's also just one of my favorites.
Gotcha.
What did I say? I said I liked her voice with like the chorus and everything. I said
the chorus is nice.
Yeah, so far they've had really good bridges where it's like just the instrumental and she's just going do.
The whaley sound of the guitars they got going on is really cool.
Yeah.
I think for me, Queer was a miss.
Yeah,
definitely.
I thought it sounds a lot like Super Vixen. I feel like in some of its aspects, it's just like kind of, but like not as delivering. So I like Super Vixen.
You know how like we're like writing time writings and we just add some
filler?
Like, filler.
That's what Queer feels like for me.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it. It's actually like one of my preferred songs over the others, just because like I like the vibe. But I feel like it's too similar of like an idea to the first song where it's just kind of like putting someone down, maybe like a personification of like some type of like addiction, but it's just not the vibe. Like it's like the same vibe as the first one.
Yeah.
So do you know is there like an overarching like theme of this album, or is it just?
Do you know if this is
angry at the world? Like,
is it? Do you know if it's a concept album?
I don't know.
Because like this one, like I kind like like those like TikToks where they kind of make fun of people for like saying this corny stuff, like I smile in the rain. Like that's what like this song kind of reminded me of. Like the chorus was great, but the verses, some of them were like, okay.
The lyricism's up there, like up there on that one.
All right, Edgelord, like all right,
Edgelord.
all right, Edgelord, like.
Yeah, they definitely have that.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next song, which is
Peace.
Well, wait, this was the third song. I thought it was a random placement.
So how many songs are there?
There's quite a few. I gotta go.
All right.
Say
bye to Lorelai.
Bye.
Okay. So next song is As Heaven Is Wild.
That definitely was my favorite. I think my biggest takeaway is this album's gonna kind of subdue my expectations, only in the sense because I'm used to thinking rock is one way when it could be different, like how Garbage is presenting itself. But I think, in my opinion, this is the best song on the album.
Yeah. I do. Yeah, this is a very upbeat, and I really like the chorus on this one. I am starting to realize that we might be going a bit too deep into one genre. because a lot of like best top songs for each genre. You can't just dive straight into it
Yeah.
because you're not gonna understand what's going on, what's doing what where. And I think we're kind of, or at least for me, it's kind of like that, where I just don't know what it's like to do what this genre is like.
I've experienced a bit of rock, but like not to like the full extent of what people listen to. So this is also like a new, like it's a new term for me. But like I've been on the road before.
Yeah,
I just never was driving it. Like I just walked on the path.
yeah. Like the only rock I've listened to is like Metallica and ACDC.
Yeah.
So it's like nothing like this. All right, so we will meet you in the next one. Not my idea. All right, so we just listened to Not My Idea.
Personally, I think lyrics wise, god awful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I'm used to like Kanye and like those guys where they're a bit more thoughtful. Like I think there's like a part where she's like, "This is not my idea of a good time." I'm like,
That was good though.
well, I
That
mean,
was
no,
the chorus.
no, it was. That's the chorus, but like the other verses, they were like most of the verses are short, like lyrics wise, but there's not much substance.
Alright.
Like when you're like making, like we're doing like the album thing, we're making like who we'd have.
Yeah.
She would not be a lyricist. Would not have that as a lyricist. Maybe vocals. Maybe vocals. The sound, her sound is good. The but like the lyrics, they're not mind blowing. I think hot take. If Taylor Swift is like 7th grade poetry, this might as well be 8th grade poetry. Hot take.
All right then. I like this one. I said, I was kind of worried from the first three songs that it was like gonna be like the Ed Sheeran one that we just me and Tommy just reviewed, where it was
Why
like
was it like
this.
all like it was
It's
like the same thing?
It's basically the same song over and
Oh,
over.
I'm sorry.
But the past two songs, they both have a nice change. This one had a change from the one before, but it wasn't too much, where it was like completely different. And overall, I really liked it. It had some flavor to the
Add
album,
substance.
but it still kept some of the elements of the old other songs. Like it had the do. I forget how it goes.
Yeah,
but
like
she was still doing like the do.
yeah. Do.
Yeah. So it kept the essence of the album, but it still changed it up, which I thought was nice.
Lorelai did warn us that hey, you might get tired listening to this because it is very. It's like it's narrow enough. Like if rock's so broad, this is probably the most narrow I've been in, and like I feel like it just doesn't get broader, but doesn't get more narrow. It just like it's like a tunnel, but the tunnel doesn't expand. It's just like you're under the tunnel for a bit, and then you're out.
Yeah. All right. So the next song is "A Stroke of Light."
Stroke of luck intro.
That was "A Stroke of Luck."
I think that was good.
Yeah, it's very. The beat is like, or guitars is very ominous. I thought at the beginning.
I think the way I could put it is if any of you guys listen to Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, this is like the 1995 version of it, but like a bit slower. No, excuse me. Billie Eilish, she while the beat kind of moves fast, she's a bit more slow. So I think the way the lead singer was singing it was more a bit slow, so it kind of catered to how like the actual instrumental was.
Yeah, but the production on Bad Guy is so much different
Well, no, of
because they're
course,
like changing beats and everything.
yeah, no, and also it doesn't have Justin Bieber. I'm just saying.
What is that? What does Justin Bieber have to do with it?
No, Justin Bieber was on Bad Guy.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, search it up
What are you talking about?
by Billie Eilish. Yeah,
Was it like a sample that they just used?
no, I'm pretty sure he like made like here. Bad.
Is this like a remix or something?
Yeah, it's a remix.
Bro, what? You can't compare a remix.
My bad. I didn't see the first option, but I feel like that kind of Billie Eilish is somewhat similar to this song. I think I only like this a lot is because it's yet again different from what I've been fed so far.
Yeah.
By this album, I'm not looking at it by other things. I'm looking at it this album only. It was the Heaven one. What was that one called?
As heaven as wide.
As Wide as Heaven.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, that and this I think are the only like would be like 1-2 for me, like best songs,
Yeah.
and then like maybe everything else comes tied after.
Tied.
Well, that's the thing. Lorelai said they sound similar, so
Yeah.
they all kind of sure they don't have the same meaning, but they all sound similar, which yet again will get lost in a bunch of memory, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is Vow.
Okay, camera died, so we had to reset.
We were on Vow.
We were on Val. Not gonna lie, past 2 or 3 songs kind of been the same kind of vibe. So Lorelai was right; it will change, but some like 2 or 3 of the songs will just be the same thing, which I don't like that pattern. I really like if you changed how like it sounded, or if you had a progressing story and it sounds the same, the effect is better. But like if you're like going, it's like speaking to a wall, it achieves nothing. Then I see no point in keeping things the same.
Yeah. I don't really remember this one because we had a lot of technical issues after listening to it. But kind of what Jaiden said, it was kind of the same old thing. So yeah, next song is "Stupid Girl" remastered version.
That sounds like garbage.
We just listened to "Stupid Girl."
That was good.
Yeah,
That was good.
I like it. She tried a different voice this time. It was much raspier than what has been previous.
Yeah,
I said it was a lot more rhythmic this time.
yeah. That's good. It was catchy.
Yeah.
You first.
Yeah, the one part I didn't like was this like scratchy noise they had in the background during some of it.
It was like the guitar. Like, have you ever heard an electric guitar? Like, have you been
Not
around?
in person.
You haven't been around Mr. Lloyd. Does Mr. Lloyd have?
Yeah, he does, but I've never seen anyone play it.
Oh,
I think I saw Vade play it like once.
So if you play, so anyone who has an electric guitar, you could like rub on essentially the strings and it'll make some form of scratching noise. I think that's what you're referring to. I wasn't able to hear it because I think it's either I'm tone deaf without headphones or I might be deaf. One of the two, both being deaf. So
Yeah.
yeah, this was a good song. One thing I do notice is this album is like a roller coaster, but like it's like you're on a good part of the ride and then there's a kiddie section and then a good like it's either really good or like absolute airball. Like you can't have in between, which unfortunately sucks.
Next song is "Dog New Tricks."
Yeah, I'm not excited for that one.
We just listened to "Dog New Tricks." It was very similar to the last one.
I think I got good at predicting this, but I don't think. Actually, no, I can't say that. Lorelai kind of gave that to us.
You've said that like 5 times now, man.
Yeah, but like yet again, we're down one man, so shout out to Lorelai, R.I.P. This was bland. Well, not a good word, but I think that's what I'm gonna have to go for right now. I didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
Nothing exciting.
I think with this genre and like this type of singing, I know it's not true, but this kind of singing just makes it feel like they're not very passionate about what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean that's like it's a.
It's just the way it is, but like it just to
I
me it sounds like
I see where you're coming from because like the drummers and the guitarists, they have everything. It's a good. Not gonna lie, these are great beats,
yeah.
but like some of the songs are absolute like Joel Embiid misses. Like the Sixers are bad, but like somehow these songs are worse.
Yeah.
Some of them. That being said, there are some good ones.
Yeah.
But as of right now, my conclusion on garbage is still garbage. Not a good look, Lorelai.
All right, next is My Lover's Box.
Oh, pause.
My Lover's Box.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing as the past 4 songs now.
Yeah.
Kind of not. It's hitting less and less. Like
Yeah.
last, I didn't feel anything. This is more now. I'm feeling annoyed.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate something different.
It's the chorus. They all feel the same.
Yeah, but I think that's like every rock song. The chorus is gonna be well. Okay, I'm generalizing now. I think this kind of rock, the chorus will be similar to everyone else's, but like I, I don't know. This it's not sitting like okay. Look, garbage. If you go to a dump, there's
What?
different types of garbage. Right
What are you
now, this is
talking
not a
about?
dump. This is like I don't know, a surplus bin. Right? Like there's a surplus of these kind of songs and it's not fun to listen to. Give us something new. Yeah, garbage, I'm your harshest critic. You're garbage.
Wow. This was the album that was received very well.
This is the one that went platinum twice.
I don't remember if it's this one or their
Oh
second
my
one.
god.
But
Jesus.
yeah, I'm pretty sure this one was received very well. I don't know if that's because of the individual songs or because listening to it as a whole.
I pray it's individual songs because
Yeah.
some of those songs deserve accolades, and then some of them, like the one we just listened to, don't deserve accolades,
Yeah.
right? I feel like this genre is also based with acquired taste.
Yeah.
So I have clearly not acquired the taste, which is fine. I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. But if I do, and I do come back to this, I think I might enjoy this a bit more opposed to absolutely dunking on it like my bad, LeBron James. Joel Embiid's bad. I'm sorry. Anything else to add?
Not really. This is gonna be another short video, just like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, I hope the next 2 songs. How many more songs?
2.
Jesus. Yo, garbage. Next 2 songs better be fire.
I mean, Ed Sheeran, his last song was completely different than the rest of the album, so maybe.
I pray. But yet again, I ask for different and I get absolute garbage.
All right, next song, "Fix Me Now."
Oh my god. Like same but different. But same but different. So same. Like that's what I'm getting. It's from like this movie where like the guy goes through like interview Kim Jong Un. Like the
All right, we're getting into
yeah,
this.
we're sidetracking.
So, "Fix Me Now." It's a little bit different. The chorus is nice.
So the chorus I liked a lot, but the way I feel about this song, it's the same song that we've listened to in the album, but it's from the beginning, sort of.
Yeah.
So it's same but different time.
Yeah,
So
it definitely it is a different song.
yeah,
But it just feels like the rest of them.
I got what I wanted, but it's not what I wanted. Like
It's hard. It's hard. I know we sound like such hypocrites right now, but
like Don Tolliver could probably do, like he probably does do this, and I
yeah,
just like feel like all over it, just like glazing, like Don Tolliver's the great, like, but like okay, let's take Kanye, right? Like, oh, let's do Graduation, right? No one song is similar to an extent. Like, sure, he uses a piano, but it doesn't sound the same. I Wonder does not sound like
strong.
Everything I Am. Everything I Am does not sound like Flashing Lights. Flashing Lights doesn't sound like Stronger. Like it's different. Unfortunately for this, I could point 4 songs in a row and they all sound the same. I don't know what the appeal is. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, like
Yeah, it's like you can't like this song over this song because they're
yeah,
practically the
like
same thing.
okay, so like that's like saying I like this car better because it's in a different color.
Yeah,
It doesn't. It does the same exact thing. It's in a different color, but like the different color starts to look
yeah,
bad. Um, I'm not. It. I'm not necessarily like emphatic about this album. This album, like, I'm really harsh on this album, but like it's not because I'm not used to the genre. I mean, it probably is why I'm so harsh.
yeah.
But at the same time, it really does need a fix. Like the other time we were listening to Frank Ocean, we were talking about pot. You mentioned potholes and how Jaden Smith essentially ruined it, and I got the question of how do you look? How do you look at this and then say, yeah, this is okay to put out to the world,
Yeah,
right? Like you don't like have any like, nah, I gotta do better.
yeah.
Like I don't know what they were thinking in '95.
I mean, to be fair, this is their first album.
This is
Yeah.
oh
Well, this is like the remaster anniversary edition, but essentially it's their first album.
yeah. Okay, so it's the first album.
Gotta give them some.
Hopefully they learn from their mistakes.
Yeah.
But that being said, my rating on the album is still garbage.
Whoa, we're not there yet.
Or no. They have the next song is titled Milk. I like milk. Don't mess it up.
Right.
Milk.
Milk.
I am milk. We open up with I am milk.
Thought it was gonna be goofiest.
But goddamn, that song's good. I asked, garbage delivered. First time. Alright, and this album is older than me, okay? That being said, this by far the best song of the album. This is a one-of-a-kind song on this album. You're not going to hear anything similar to this. If you do...
She has like a completely different voice. The instrumentals are completely different.
So, the thing I noticed is like I only smile when it rains.
I'm happy when it rains.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Some edgelord stuff.
Whatever.
I feel like when the instrumentals are a bit more tempo-wise up, you want it to be more energetic. But like she's like trying to keep it edgy, kind of trying to keep it negative, and it comes off as too edgy, too edgelord. While this, I noticed it was negative, but I didn't let it bother me because that's how the song was intended to be performed. In my honest, humble opinion, I feel like this is the singer's style. Like, if I had to give her one piece of advice, I'm no musical artist myself, but I'm very critical on what I listen to. That being said, if this artist were to come up and like ask for feedback, show me this track list, I sit there, I listen, I'm pissed until the last one where I hear I am milk.
Why did you start with that?
Like, no, I like that. It's a bit funny, but that's like her thing. Like, she does it really well. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of how well she does it is scary to me. That like they didn't use this to like what they didn't weaponize it throughout this album.
They underestimated her talent.
Exactly. Like she like this like I don't know if this was like this could have been R&B. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But
I think it's probably like alternative rock or something.
That was good.
Yeah.
Whatever that was, stick with it. I'm not saying now make it the same. I'm just saying find variations that can sound so different, but it still works with what you're good at. I'm not saying because the other ones, the what was it like? As Wide as Heaven, that was good. I also thought that was good, but
it just felt so similar.
Yeah, like this is different. Completely.
If you were to like find some of these songs on like TikTok or something, you'd be like, "Oh, this is fire. Let me put it on." But I think in this context, where you're listening to it back to back to back to back, it just comes off repetitive, and it's like.
I think if it was on TikTok, I wouldn't like it. Like, yeah. I say that because
well, I don't mean like just TikTok. I just mean like you found it on the internet somewhere.
I think
just one of the songs.
If I found this on the internet, it's if most of the songs I find on the internet, I don't listen to, right? Like No Poll, I've been listening to it before the hype. Like I was there pre-hype, and now post-hype is kind of watering it down. New Drop, when the album dropped, I was riding that train. Like most of the songs I find on the internet, I kind of stray away from. A couple I do keep because they're good. You could play them a bunch and it won't get old. But I'm saying if any of you have listened to Cigarettes After Blank, you definitely will pick that vibe up with the instrumentals here, which I do dig. But that being said, Milk, good song, not enough to save the album. This album is garbage.
I think it's time for our final ranking. I personally think, like you said, it has very good highlights, but too many lowlights.
Yeah.
So I think it overall has a negative. I'm gonna say 4 out of 10.
Of the 12 songs produced, about 3 or 4 were good. That's bad. That's bad. That's like maybe 2 out of 10 for me. I'm very upset, especially with that 4-5 song streak of just the same thing. Right. This album was garbage. Garbage. You are absolutely horrible. Dumpster fire. Rename yourself Dumpster Fire. That's a more deserving name.
All right, so I think we call it an even, and our final ranking is 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right, so now it is time to spin the wheel, finally, once again.
Is that a Turnpike sticker?
Who?
Oh, no. I thought I saw a Pennsylvania Turnpike in the keys.
Yeah. All right, we are spinning and spinning and spinning, and we shall land on...
Vultures 2.
Please don't.
I actually want Vultures 2. I have so much to talk about.
I actually hate you. It's Vultures 2.
Yes! Okay. So...
Oh my god, bro.
Preface for Vultures 2. There were a lot of unreleased songs, so...
We're not listening to unreleased songs.
We're listening to one of them. Just one. One of the unreleased songs, because I feel like that would easily help the album go from maybe a 4 out of 10 to a 4.5 out of 10 with that song itself.
I think we're getting ready for another 2 out of 10s coming up on our hands.
So the thing about Kanye is when he was producing this, he was taking Nas.
We'll say that for next time.
All right. But he left out a bunch. And if you go on SoundCloud and you just try and find these songs, trust me, they're worth the listen. So I'll make sure to find a way to link half these songs. I'll put whatever, like, if you want a SoundCloud playlist of just whatever junk I find, I'll put like a playlist at the description. You guys could just open it up. Should we also link our playlists or just?
I don't think so.
I actually kind of. I don't care about getting flamed. Cause not gonna lie, my playlist kind of stacked. If you don't, if you're gonna clown on me for listening to Indian music, please
Well, the thing is,
kick rocks.
I'm kind of scared because mine is public, and I don't want random people just putting a bunch of random songs in my playlist.
What do you mean? It's public, but that doesn't mean it's collaborative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it does.
it does.
Yeah, I had some random guy who just ruined one of my playlists.
Oh, interesting. Ah, well, shucks. I'll make mine. I think mine's public. Mine's available to the public. So if you have Apple Music, you could check that out. Or if you have Spotify, you can just search up the same thing, and you'll find it.
All right. Next week's Vultures 2. Make sure to follow us on TikTok at Sound of Culture or at sound.of.culture. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye. I'm excited for Vultures too. That looks
I'm not.